Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gerkinman Monthly for May. Yes, it's May. And this is sadly the last one I'll be recording in this particular location, which is kind of sad. But anyway, I just got back from a really long weekend. I guess it was a long weekend, wasn't it? So yeah, it was a really long weekend, a 6-day long weekend. I did some traveling around the Maritimes. I'll talk a little bit about that in my Keep Dreaming video. But anyway, since this is my gaming channel, I'm just going to focus on what's happening with my gaming channel. Plans are still to start releasing videos on July 1st. And the only other game I've been recording is Dark Souls 2, and I am 47 episodes into that. I have finished the base game, I just have the DLC left and the final boss. So there's that, and that's it. That's it for YouTube, and that's actually a full year's worth of content. If I'm releasing 4 episodes of games a week, I'll have 2 games going, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That's a year's worth of stuff. And maybe I'll try streaming on Wednesdays and releasing other videos. We'll see. Don't know yet. I'll worry about that later. Anyway, that's the plan. So, what did I pick up this month? Alright, so first of all, I picked up for $2 at a thrift store something for a system I never picked things up for, and that was the original Quake for PC. There's tons of different releases of Quake. I hadn't personally seen this one in person. The reason I wanted this one was when I checked it, was that it had the Red Book audio. So some of you would know Trent Reznor did the soundtrack for Quake, and if you put this into a CD player, it just plays the soundtrack. A lot of old games used to do that in the early 90s, and then Red Book audio kind of died off. This was released during the period when they were still doing that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And like the fold out of it, like as soon as I opened it, I knew I had to have it, because it's a really nice set, really good condition. Like I said, don't really collect PC stuff at all, but this particular release of this, and I'm a big fan of the original Quake, so I was just like, I have to have this one, so I got it. Speaking of systems I never picked things up for, I also got 2 games for the Nintendo DS. One of these I got at a thrift store, and the other one was a retro gaming store, specifically. So the first one that I picked up from the thrift store, that was Nacho Libre for the Nintendo DS. I haven't played it yet, but the pictures on the back make it look like it's marvelous, and it's one of the lowest rated games on Metacritic for the Nintendo DS, so I'm sure it's a masterpiece, and I'm probably never going to play it, but it was full box with manual, and it was like $1, so had to have it. Other game I picked up, and this was one that I went out of my way for, mainly for the flight home actually. A few months ago, you might remember I picked up like 2 or 3 of the Disgaea series of games. I've never actually played any of the series, but they were all in like one deal at the local EB, and I was like, alright, well, for that price, I'm not going to say no. And this is a Disgaea DS, which I didn't know anything about. I asked the guy at the store about it, and he said that this was a port of the original PS2 game. So if I'm going to learn the mechanics of Disgaea, this seems like a really good place to start. So I got that. That was probably my most expensive buy this month, and that was like $25. The other thing I got, which is inside, this didn't come with any case or anything like that, but if I put it up close, this is Mushroom Men: The Spore Wars, the DS version. I wanted to pick this up because, first of all, some of the music in here is by Les Claypool, and I'm a massive Les Claypool fan. And second of all, just because I think Gamecock, who is the company that published this, I think the Mushroom Men games are all they published before they went out of business. Gamecock was a publisher who wanted to be like really edgy and cool and throw it in the face of the big guys, and it really blew up in their face. So yeah, this was like $5 because it doesn't have the case or anything, and I was like, you know what, I'll pick that up. I tried playing it a bit, not great, but definitely an interesting piece, and the actual art in it's really cool, so that's all right. Also from that retro gaming store, I picked up Yakuza Dead Souls. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Yakuza Dead Souls for the PS3. I'd never seen this before. I didn't know it existed. I'd never played any Yakuza games. I don't know anything about this, but I saw it, and because I'd never seen it before, and it was like $14, I was like, I need that. So I got that. So yeah, Yakuza 0 for the PS3. Looks kind of like Dead Rising, but with Yakuza characters. I got no idea. From the same thrift store, I got Nacho Libre. I also picked up Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands for the Xbox 360. This was $2. I have the Prince of Persia trilogy on the PS3, the remastered versions, and I think this is a sequel to those. I'm not entirely sure, but it's not a game I actually see around very often. I often find versions of the cel-shaded one, which I actually quite liked, but never this particular game in the series. So, because I think that the cel-shaded one was a reboot, and then this was like a reboot after the reboot, or like a return boot. I don't know what to call that, but anyway, I grabbed that because the price was right, and the case is fucked up, but I don't keep that anyway, so who cares. And lastly, from the local Source, I think it's just called The Source. Anyway, it's an electronics store. I've never bought games there before, but I was in there buying some SD cards, and I saw they had a day one edition of Just Cause 3 sealed, and they had it at a clearance price of $18, $19. And, you know, sometimes it's fun to just blow stuff up in an open world. So I picked up Just Cause 3. I've had my eye on this for a while, and I do have the other game that the developer Avalanche made at the same time, which was Mad Max. So I'm curious to play both of these, and maybe I will on stream. These seem like they'd be good games for streaming later on down the track. So yeah, those are all the gaming pickups I picked up this month. Next month, I wouldn't be expecting too much. I will be trading in the Xbox One once I'm finished with Dark Souls 2. Once that's done, it'll just be whatever I've got from that. But we'll see what I have then. So thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great day and a great week. I'll catch you next time. Oh shit, I forgot. I totally forgot. On my holiday, I picked up some things that aren't necessarily gaming related, but I do have to share them. First of all, I picked up this marvelous steampunk octopus. It's like the coolest thing ever. Like I said, not gaming related, but and you can put things in its brain. Not gaming related, but it's a steampunk and an octopus, and it looks kind of game-ish. It's like Bioshock or something, as a lot of steampunk things are. So I picked up that, and now it's really cool, and that's probably just going to sit on my desk and look cool. And you guys don't get to eat this, but I also picked up a giant slab of fruitcake for $20, and it's going to be delicious, I'm sure of it. So there's also that. It's a cooking channel now, so thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day, great week. I'll catch you next time. Oh yeah, and my cow shirt. I went to a place called PEI. Thank you for reminding me, Kelly. And I got this Jaws parody. They've got a bunch of T-shirts about cows because they have the world's best ice cream, and I ate some, and it could have been the world's best ice cream. The strawberry ice cream I had was probably some of the best ice cream I've ever had. So out of all the shirts I picked the Jaws one that says cows. Pretty great. So there's also that. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day, great week. I said that like 3 times now. Peace out, and I will catch you next time, and it'll be from Australia and my new temporary workstation at my parents' house. We'll see. I'll catch you then.